EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because this is going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time. 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. second touchdown on the season. And they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. To kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people are starting to realize that 3 for 2 is really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there from McCaffrey. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Now a dump off here complete, and brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Bush running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Bush. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Give to Bush going right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and run it here. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Williams to return. But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Breeze now. He'll buy some time right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in, and I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A final shot before, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And where have we seen this before?
Oh, that's
Sean
ambush.
Payton.
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Come on.
Throwing is Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. And Graham on the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him now, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Breeze going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, Bush. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. So nothing fancy there. That was just a fullback dive. Defensively, they were ready for it.
They were, and I think that surprised the guys on offense because handing it to the fullback, well, you don't do that very often, so that's a tendency breaker. And I think they just wanted to say, let's just go straight ahead. As you said, nothing fancy. Everyone move someone out of the way and let the big guy work. Didn't get it done, though.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check.
Second and 5 now. Newton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flush to his right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
What you got, Abby? Give me some. Give me some. Hey! 56. Mike, 56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there. And just like that, it's third down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Being chased out left, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Breeze. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And both things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Breeze. Throw left side, complete. That's Bush. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the return this time will go into the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Another try after the first down sack. Newton flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play.
And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
touchdown! DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Newton going to try and throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
2nd and 11.
Newton's going to throw it. That escapes the sand. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.